Alright, today what I'm going to end up showing you how to do is how to install a starter from a late model Ford onto a classic car such as a 1965 Mustang like this one. The old style just had one cable going straight to the starter. The newer starters are a little different. So in cases like this vehicle here, you're putting on, I've got a 1985 engine going into a 65 Mustang. Before anyone comments, there's a lot of wires running everywhere right now. It's not exactly too tidy, it's just kind of mocked up at the moment. But I'm going to show you to do this because I swear that nobody can seem to ever do this right. So just figure I might as well do a little video for you. First thing, jumpers are bad. Never ever use a jumper wire. There's so many reasons for it. Basically power draw is a big thing. Just don't do it. Almost every person you'll ever find, mechanics, everyone, even Ford did this for a long time, but it is not right. Do it the right way. Do not just put a jumper cable on the starter between the two terminals. It will work, but it is not right. Do it right. It's simple, it's quick, and it's easy. Never do this. Basically the tools you're going to use, not many tools to do this. First off, of course, wire cutters, crimpers, it works. You're going to need a 1/2-inch wrench as well as ratchet, socket for a 1/2-inch as well, and then I use about a 3-inch extension. Anything more you might not be able to fit it in there just to get down there where the starter's at. Then the wire you're going to need, 12 gauge. Use a 12 gauge wire. Could use others, but recommend the 12 gauge. And then of course a few connectors. I'm going to use one connector. It's actually going to go onto the actual relay. And then you're going to use the other one that's going to go down onto the starter. Because if you'll actually look at the starter, there's going to be the adapter for this little piece here. This little guy here will go on there. Pretty quick and simple job, but just do it right the first time. I've already done it on this one, so you're going to basically see the aftermath of it, but it's pretty simple. Your stock car is going to have this right here, this wire that goes to the starter. It's going to be on this side right here. That is how it is on your car now, probably. It's just how it's been. What you're going to do is relocate the starter cable, the big starter cable, relocate that to the left side. It's the same side that you're going to have your terminal, well, for pretty self-explanatory. Same side, all that. Any other wires, it just depends on your car, what you've got going on. But just make sure you're going to relocate that. Then what you're going to do is actually go to the other side with that 12 gauge wire I mentioned. So you're going to take the 12 gauge wire plus the little wire connector I showed you, and you're actually going to run that to the other side where the old starter cable used to be. So it's basically just you're adding a new wire, you're relocating this one. So from the right to the left, new wire on the right side. Pretty simple. Very, very easy, very, very quick. Okay, step number 2, going down to the actual starter. Got underneath the vehicle now. Of course, everyone's going to be a little different how they got it. This is just a factory starter that fits a late model Mustang. So what you're going to see here is basically how it works. If you look underneath here, like I said, that one 12 gauge wire, the new one we added. I showed you got this little clip-on connector here. If you look up in there, you can see what I'm talking about, why that's already on there. Then your other piece, another 1/2-inch in this case, but your nut could be different, but just expect a 1/2-inch up at the top. You're going to connect your starter cable just like you would normally. Do not jumper these, like I said. You can run the jumper cable, it will work. It is not correct. Do not do it. Do it correctly. So in this case, you got your starter cable, like I said, plus the new 12 gauge wire, if I can get it on there. And like so. Very quick, very simple. And now we have a correctly wired starter, well, late model starter for classic Mustang or Ford, pretty much any older Ford vehicle that originally only ran the one starter wire, so they had the integrated solenoid. So very, very quick, very, very simple to do this. Do it right.